Yes.
Alright, so, like, we're continuing with my Sweet Vampire Candice and continuing with chapter 2. It's written by me, Teresita Blanco. I wasn't planning on sleeping much since I don't want to miss out on stuff, said Candice, walking beside her grandmother. It is fine, since this is your native soul, you will naturally wake up from your nap a lot sooner. The further you are from your native soul, the less nourishment you will get from your beauty sleep. Just look at me. Whether I sleep or not, I still look like a dry raisin, lied Anya. I guess, said Candice. Don't worry, I will not let you oversleep, said Anya. You promise? Said Candice, offering her pinky. Promise, said Anya, returning the gesture. With a symbolic promise, Anya picked up one of Candice's bags and the pair made their way towards the parking lot. From there, Anya called a cab. After waiting for half an hour, a bored fellow came to pick them up. The cab driver asked, "So where are you headed?" "To Hialeah," said Anya. Hialeah, let me go," repeated the driver before heading out. The ride to Hialeah from the airport was not too far. Candice asked the driver, "Can I lower the window?" "I wouldn't recommend it. We are going to Hialeah after all," said the cab driver. Even with the windows closed, Candice started to become aware of a poultry smell. Candice frowned and said to her grandmother, "Good gracious, why are we going here?" "Because you caught me in the middle of moving. And so we had to go to a cheap motel while I get everything in order," said Anya. "Why did you move this time?" asked Candice. "Well, I lived on the second floor of an apartment, and the folks downstairs thought I was the reason why a drop of water was falling from the roof. They made a big fuss about everything, and then it turned out to be someone else," explained Anya. "Is that it?" asked Candice. "That and the fact that they were doing home repairs during the time I normally slept. Not even the most soundproof," said Anya, changing her phrase, "bedding arrangements could drown out the noise of a chainsaw." Because Anya didn't want to say the most soundproof coffin. "How exactly can you make a bed soundproof?" asked Candice. "I'm curious about that myself," added the driver. I was talking about a coffin," said Anya, exasperated. "Ah, a coffin. You seem a little too spry for somebody who sleeps inside a coffin," said the driver. "Do you ever, just drive?" said Candice, complaining. "What do you think I'm doing right now, girl?" asked the cab driver. "Ah, screw it. I'm going to turn you into a vegetable," said Anya, putting her hand into her pocket. She brought out a small bag of earth and she sniffed the bag a little till it gave her the desire to sneeze. Candice started looking at her grandmother as well as the driver, who was starting to slur off to the side of the road. When Anya noticed Candice staring at her, she said, "Damn it, Candice, you stole my sneeze. Now I can never turn him into a vegetable." By now they had left the Palmetto, and they were now driving down Okeechobee Road. Due to the length of the road, it was common for folks to do street racing. One of such races skidded a little too close to the taxi. The impact caused the taxi to leave the road and drop into the Okeechobee River. Anya ripped off the roof of the car as it was sinking. Candice went to the shore with her parrot Cassandra, who was in a foul mood. The pair afterwards rescued the luggage from the murky waters. The taxi driver was knocked out. As his car was sinking, Candice said, "Should we rescue him?" "Nah, he should have been paying attention," said Anya. "Or maybe we should not have been talking so much," said Candice. In the end, Anya faced the driver before calling an ambulance. Anya took out her cell phone, but it was drenched. Anya noticed a nearby gas station. She told Candice, "I'm going to call for help. Keep an eye on our stuff, and be careful when crossing the street." While Anya went to get help, Candice went to see what had happened to the other car. The other car was a Mustang or something. It was pretty hard to tell due to the damage. The thing had crashed against a palm tree, and it had practically been cut in half. The car, not the palm. The palms in Florida are really, really strong. Anya looked about the smoke to see if there was anything still left alive. She saw a severed hand and she picked it up. Since Candice had vomited her blood on the plane, she felt that this was as good a way as any to get some blood. Candice reached into her pocket and she brought out a bit of candy. She placed it in her mouth and she sucked on the blood. It was then when she heard a fellow moaning. This made her skin jump. A somewhat sharp person was outside the car near the palm tree. His face was slashed due to the impact that had caused him to pass through the front view window. Candice made a tourniquet on his severed hand. Smiling gleefully, she said, "Hey, mister, let me give you your hand." He gave him his severed hand back. Candice then handed the man his own hand. The fellow moaned in response. Candice, feeling sheepish, said, "Sorry, it is not a good time to joke around. Here's your hand, mister, and try not to lose it next time." After 5 minutes, an ambulance came. The accident had occurred near the Baptist hospital. Both the dry cadaver and the razor were taken away in the ambulance. The paramedic also gave a cursory look at Candice and Anya. The pair declined to be taken to the hospital. The couple who attended the accident was sorry for the pair. Anya told the fellow that where they would be lodging. Anya sat at the front with the officer, while Candice sat in the back with Cassandra and the officer's canine unit. This time neither Candice nor Anya talked during the ride. When the officer parked at the motel, both Anya and Candice breathed a sigh of relief. Candice said, "Thank you, officer, and sorry we were super quiet. We had jabbered on too much, and then the accident happened to our poor taxi driver. It's not your fault," said the police officer before taking a bite from his donut. His face lightened up and his mood improved tenfold. He then added, "It is like this every night in Okeechobee Road. Street punk races up and down the tracks at night. Most of the time there aren't any accidents, but every so often someone gets run over, or a car crashes against a palm tree. I sometimes wonder what those palm trees are made of. One time I found an accident with a car slashed through the entire country as if it was made of paper, but then when it hit the palm tree, that caused the car to be broken into." Oh yeah, what's the time?
8 minutes.
"Those palm trees are certainly something else," said Candice. "You watch yourself in the dingy motel. All sorts of sordid business occur there, and I would be remiss if something happened to you. If you need anything, don't forget to call 911, said the officer, helping Candice and Anya get their stuff out of the police vehicle. The motel where Anya lived had 2 floors and a small parking lot facing the street. There was a group of maidens in the bottom floor standing about waiting. They lived in what the Mexicans call the tolerance zone. Candice paid the maidens little mind, but the maidens and their manager did notice Candice. The fellow soon came and knocked on Anya's door. Candice made a motion to open it, but Anya said, "Go and spread your things out to dry." "Dry them," whined Candice. "By the smell of them, I think I'm going to have to burn them." Candice placed her first luggage on the floor, and then she opened it to see the damage. She was relieved to know that they were all in waterproof bags. Candice said to Cassandra, "You can be randomly helpful at times." While Candice pressured Cassandra for more useful prophecies, Anya was talking to the fellow outside. He said to Anya, "You have been living here for a long time without paying rent." "4 years, but the owner of this establishment and I have a thing," said Anya, not feeling intimidated in the least. The fellow smiled and all his golden teeth clean. Like, diente. Teeth. He said, well, you see, him and I have a little thing as well. And if you care even a little about his well-being, you will face the little debt he has because of you." "I do not care the least about his well-being," said Anya flatly. "I thought you might say that," said the man entering the room. He sat down before Candice and he said to the maiden, "Hey girl, you're new in town. Want to go to a party?" "Sure, I haven't got my fill yet. I can go to your place for a small bite," said Candice, giggling. "You're going to regret this," said Cassandra while staring at the man. The man's face was covered in tattoos. He was short and stout and had a beer belly, and due to the hot weather, he was wearing a white tank top and cargo pants. Candice got up from the floor and then she said, "Well, I should bathe first." "It's fine, you can bathe when you get over there. I will even get you a change of clothing," said the man. "Can I go, Grandma?" asked Candice. "Can she go, Grandma?" said the man in a mocking voice. "Candice, you can do whatever you like. If you truly wanted my permission to do something, you would have stayed back in the old country." Candice hesitated a little, but in the end her newfound stubbornness won. She left with the man and some of the ladies that worked for him. The man normally preferred the safety of the hotel, but sometimes he had to bring the party to his clientele. The man as he drove, he kept his eye on Candice. Something in his laser bright kept warning him of danger. There was something about the sweet, innocent, heartless way of Candice that did not sit right with him. In the end, money talked. Candice looked fresh enough, and one of his clientele wanted a younger maiden. Candice was a bit tall, but looked the part. The house was in Palm Spring, Hialeah, and this one had an elegant gate and everything. The clients were the usual fellows from one of the nightclubs. There was a couple of young men here and there, as well as an older gentleman. Candice saw the interior of the house without being impressed. The doormat said welcome, so she took this as an invitation to enter within. Because, you gotta, invite vampires into your house, so every welcome mat invites vampires into your house, so keep that in mind. Any fellow who knows vampire will never leave a welcome mat in front of the house. Candice said to a random fellow, "Geez, this party is so boring. Put on some music, why don't you?" The man took this excuse to go outside and smoke, to go out for a smoke, and let his clients deal with the rest. Back in the hotel, Anne had laid down to sleep. She was weary from sitting the entire night. While she slept, Cassandra got out of her cage, and then she dialed a phone. There you go. The parrot called someone. She knows how to use phones. Well, cockatoo. A 45-year-old cockatoo. They're bound to know a lot of tricks. The clients realizing the dullness of the situation, they put it on some music. A different fellow brought the drinks. As for Candice, she asked the older gentleman, "Where's your bathroom? I wanna shower and get changed." "Here's a bag with some clothes," they said. The old gent who got out to follow after Candice. He made a motion to touch Candice's shoulder, but she turned around before he could do so. While facing him, she said, "You will take me to the bathroom." The old man, forgetting his initial impulse, led Candice to the bathroom. He did not live in the house, so he kept opening random doors till he found the right one. The man attempted to have an intelligent thought, but he was still in trouble. Candice noted the neatness of the bathroom. She grabbed a nearby towel before finding the soap and the shampoo. The bathroom had a modern design with granite walls and a glass partition of the shower. Candice opened the shower and she raised the heat. While she waited, she sat down on the toilet. The old gentleman opened the door slightly and was disappointed to see that Candice was still dressed. When it got steamy enough, Candice got undressed and she entered the shower. The old gentleman tried to follow in suit. It was then when Candice noticed that she had forgotten the conditioner. She left the shower and then she noticed the intruder. Smiling coldly, she said, "There you are, you old bugger. I don't normally do this, but if you can help me with a little problem, I will really appreciate it. I will help you with anything," said the old gentleman. "Turn around," said Candice. The old gentleman did as Candice thought. It was often said that vampire powers grow stronger as their hunger grows. Candice said, "Cover your eyes." The old man did as Candice told him. Candice tugged at his shirt till she saw a piece of exposed flesh. Candice particularly liked to bite the trapezius, close to the infraspinatus, the spot between the shoulder and the spine, of course. While she ate, she sunk her teeth into her victim, and then while she ate, it was then she realized she had forgotten her candy. While most vampires like to drink from the neck, she would draw blood by using her nails. Alright, we'll continue this later. Bye bye,